Hi, it's Rene Roth coming to you live, your online natural therapist and homeopath, along with Jasper, our cavoodle. So you're probably more familiar with me talking about human conditions and ailments and complaints and so forth, but today I'm going to share with you a little bit about pet health and particularly with dogs and cats. Now, it's not uncommon that complaints can be common that run in both the human and the animal kingdom. And certainly when we look at pets, pet ownership in Australia is at an all-time high. And before I get into the body of this, I'd love for you to drop a comment in the comments as to where you're coming in from, and drop a 1 if you're watching it live and drop a 2 if you are watching replay. Now, certainly my family, whether as a kid growing up and now as an adult with my own family, we have had our fair share of pet ownership. We've had dogs and cats and horses and rabbits and so forth, and certainly I believe we all have a duty of care to our animals. One in terms of to nourish and protect them and to care for them, to offer them shelter, to give them a warm bed, to exercise them, to feed them well as well. But we also know that certain breeds of animals have challenges insofar as whether it's their joints, or some dogs have issues with their jaws or their hips and so forth. So we want to make sure that we're giving our pets the best in terms of their longevity and their ongoing health and well-being, particularly in their senior years. And I think it's a couple of things. It's both preventative medicine, it's nourishing them well, and particularly with the feed. A lot of people are giving their dogs and cats a lot of dry food. You need to give them a combination of fresh foods, and you need to give them some vegetable content as well. All the active antioxidants and the carotenoids and so forth in our foods, they can certainly benefit from that as well. So a mixed variety of food is really important, and there are lots of brands out there, but the objective of this video is not to necessarily go into detail about what to feed and what not to. But certainly with some breeds, with their inherent issues around joints and mobility, we want to certainly care for them in terms of arthritic complaints as well. So I've been using this product in my practice for humans. It's a type 2 liquid collagen, but it's also available in a pet form. And we've seen some great results with pets with this product as well. So this type 2 liquid collagen, it's an award-winning product with 7 international patents and comprises of 3 core ingredients. The first one being collagen, the second being hyaluronic acid, and the third chondroitin sulfate. And I'm going to touch on each of those ingredients just very briefly. So collagen is the main structural protein in our connective tissue. So it offers great tensile strength. It's like the scaffolding for your body. And what we've got here is that it has a role to play in both all connective tissue, bones, muscles, ligaments, tendons, but also it has a role to play in blood vessel formation, your gut health, your intervertebral discs, your dentin of your teeth and so forth. So it has quite an extensive role to play in our body. The next ingredient is hyaluronic acid, and this is the moisture-filled cushioning in our cells. It also has quite a high concentration in our eyes as well, and absolutely in our skin. So it's the fluid in our joints, it's a high concentration in your eyes, and also adds to the moisturization of your skin as well. And the third ingredient is the chondroitin sulfate, which is basically your cartilage. So as we know with arthritis, it's basically an erosion of the cartilage at the end of your long bones. And so that's inflammation and degeneration. So what we've got is this 3-pronged approach to support joint health, connective tissue, skin and so forth. Because what we do know, both in humans and in animals, as we age, the amount of connective tissue, collagen and hyaluronic acid actually declines. So we're actually degrading more than we're manufacturing. And obviously that's a net loss. You know, when we're young, we're making more, and so there's a net advantage, and our skin is supple, our skin tone is good, our joints are robust and healthy and well lubricated. But as we age, this obviously is an issue. So if there was a way and a means to actually combat aging, and I believe this product has that capacity to actually do that. So this product is marketed primarily as a joint and skin supplement, and we're seeing particularly good effects at that level, but beyond as well. So particularly with the arthritic issues, It's going to definitely help with like a bursitis in the animals, an inflamed joint. We're seeing great results in some animals that have had accidents, and particularly this product is affiliated more with dogs and cats. So accidents and injuries, it just really provides the body with the raw ingredients to facilitate and accelerate the healing. Dogs and cats that are prone to skin complaints, so whether that's like an eczema or maybe it's an allergic dermatitis and allergens and so forth, so this is going to support the collagen and the hydration of the skin. So definitely we're seeing some results there, particularly also with the coat. So whether it's the fur in cats or hair in dogs, we're seeing the ball patches, a more luster-filled coat, more density, more shine, but particularly also we've seen a few examples where there's been greying of the animals with aging of their fur and their hair, is that there is a return to their natural skin hair pigment, which is pretty amazing. But also some suggestion that it could be valid for their eye and their vision, and that's one of the reasons why we got Jasper on. He's a 13-year-old cavoodle, very active, very fit, very healthy, but he is developing lenticular sclerosis or cataracts, I don't know whether you can see, but there is some cloudiness of his vision, and he can still get around fine, but there is some compromise of his vision to some extent. So we've had him on it for the last few months. It's going to take some time because these issues also develop over time, so they might take some time to reverse as well. But also animals with their gums, hyaluronic acid. In fact, I had a guy talk about how his dentures have never fitted so comfortably, so we know that their plumping up of the collagen in their gums can be really supported by this particular product. So the same extrapolation can be made to pets as well. So basically this is the only type 2 liquid collagen of its kind available here in Australia. It's a hydrolyzed preparation, it's patented, it has the ideal molecular weight to allow for absorption, and in this liquid form it has excellent bioavailability, therefore the absorption rate is greater, and if something is absorbed well, it's going to be assimilated better and put to use in the areas where it's needed. There are no added excipients or preservatives which you might find in a powdered or a capsule form. You actually will get some oral absorption as well, and obviously with our pet one it's naturally beef flavoured, so it's very consumable, isn't it, Jasper? He likes his BioCell collagen. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of an insight. The dosage is weight dependent and size dependent, or more weight dependent. It's anywhere from 2 mils to 8 mils a day. And actually it's on special today for those who are looking to support the health of their fur babies. So whether it's more a preventative strategy, so getting them on this product when they're young is absolutely valid, but particularly relevant if they're having issues around joints and connective tissues and skin and gums and eyes, as a more treatment strategy is valid. So it's a 15% saving today, isn't it, Jasper? Hey? And that's a great saving, whether it's a single bottle or a 2-pack as well. So I hope you've got some insights. There are increasing pet ownerships in Australia. Certain breeds have an inherent issue with certain joints and back and jaw or shoulder problems, spine problems. So I think we have a responsibility to be able to care for our pets in the best way that we can. This is a product that's just going to enhance their health and their well-being. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me or connect with the person who shares this video with you. Drop a 3 in the comments if you found today's broadcast of help and of benefit and of interest. And I hope you can help your furry or hairy pet today with a product such as this type 2 liquid collagen. So feel free to share the video, PM me if you have any questions. I hope you have an awesome day. Cheers now, all the best. Bye. Say goodbye, Jasper. Hey.